again. Happy Monday. I'm just getting my day started, so I'm going to make me a smoothie and I'm going to be talking to you guys about broke people do not deserve to be in relationships. But first, let me share my stream. If you guys are watching, share the stream with your friends, family members. Hey, singles, divorcees, and all my party people. I am here to talk about a subject that a lot of young people need to start thinking about. It is called broke people do not deserve to be in relationships. And I'm saying this because I see all these young people having kids and then they're arguing and fighting and not taking care of their kids that the way that they should be taken care of. And they could have just avoided all these problems if they just did not get in a relationship in the first place. There's too many people who do not even have a car. They don't even have a car to drive their kids around to school, to activities after school, but they're over here making babies, which makes no sense. Like, someone should tell these young people, uh, you should probably get married to a person who has a career, a home, a steady income, a place to live, and that has like an education. But so many young people, they're just making babies and not thinking about their future. I'm going to be making a smoothie as we talk about the subject. Hopefully some people come in. I believe in trying to eat healthy, and to me, making smoothies is a meal replacement. It helps me to avoid like eating carbs and breads and things like that, so I try to make smoothies. Trying to check on my blender because sometimes the chia seeds get stuck at the bottom and I want to clean those out. So I am here, I'm just washing as I go. But yeah, I felt like this for a while now. Like, people rush you and pressure you in high school to get in relationships. I know that's what happened to me. I wasn't even thinking about dating, but I had friends in high school who were saying like I was prude because I wouldn't get in a relationship. And like, honestly, those relationships just were like burdensome in high school days. I could have been focused on school and, getting good grades so I could get into college. But no, my friends were more focused on having a boyfriend. And let me tell you, those boyfriends didn't really help my life, honestly. They made it more difficult. Arguing and fighting. There's a lot to deal with. So I do not suggest that these young people get in any type of relationship while they're in high school. Focus on your grades so you could get to college. There's even grown men, though. Sorry to say, it's not just high school people. There are like grown men, and there's, even, a lot of people have them like this. A lot of grown men that still live with their parents. And I'm not trying to throw no shade because we even have people in our family. I understand like trying to save money. But if the man's still living at home with his parents, more than likely he cannot provide for his own family. So you probably shouldn't date anyone who's still living with their parents. Because what can they really do for you? They're going to be trying to provide for their household members. So that's why I say broke people do not deserve to be in relationships. Like, if they can't afford to take you to a nice restaurant or have something to talk about, they probably shouldn't be in relationships. And when I mean broke, I mean financially broke, or like spiritually broke, or just behaviors that are broke. Welcome in, you guys. I'm talking about broke people do not deserve to be in relationships. If you do not have a car, you shouldn't be in a relationship. You don't have your own place to live, you shouldn't be in a relationship. You don't have an education, you probably shouldn't be in a relationship. You don't have a career, you probably shouldn't be in a relationship. If you guys agree, show some support in the comment section and say you agree. There's men that don't have a household. Let me tell you, they don't have nowhere to live and they're trying to take you to the hotel because they don't even have a roof over their head. And that's supposed to be attractive to a grown woman. Or even this young woman. Why do you want to go to a hotel with a man? Like, what's this, like prostitution or something? Mostly prostitutes go to hotel rooms, not like grown women. Especially my age. We're in the late 40s. So, like, what kind of man has no roof over his head he's trying to take to a hotel? How convenient. They have nothing to offer you besides a bed and a night with them. What about the future? What does the future look like with them? Spend the rest of your days in a hotel? And that's pretty disposable. They could just pick somebody else up and have them in the hotel the next day. Like, any type of smart woman should not want a man who has nowhere to take them to. And men shouldn't want broke women either. Like, well, I understand some men are providers and they have a roof. They provide like a place for the women to live and stuff. But it's difficult, like in today's economy, to try to like survive off of one income. But there is some men that are smart, that have investments, stocks, and mutual funds and things like that. Maybe they could provide for you. Maybe that's what people should be aiming for. Some people who actually have a secure future. And I get tired of seeing these women at the bus stop with a freaking baby stroller. Like, what are you doing at the bus stop with some kids? That's embarrassing. You shouldn't have no kids if you don't have a freaking car. And the sad thing is, a lot of times birth control is free. So, what's the problem here? Like this lady used to tell me, she said, having kids is more work, you know. Kids are wonderful and they're great, but it's the reality of it, it is difficulties. Like, you go without no sleep. Takes a lot of energy. And kids are like a lifetime. They don't stop like at 18 years old. No, even when they're past 18, they still have all these difficulties that they should be able to handle on their own, but a lot of times they don't. They still are asking for money. They still need assistance. So like, if you decide to have kids, you better have your life in order. I met like young people, they like work at a job for like 1 week and then they quit it because they rather go out drinking and partying. So they don't keep their job for like more than a month. We're lucky if we get a month out of them. But yet they want to have girlfriends and boyfriends, and then they have enough nerve to have kids. Like, who's gonna raise these kids if you can't even commit to a job for a month? How are you gonna commit to a lifelong family, you know? It just doesn't make no sense. And I think more people should be talking to young people, like, with, you know, and be very active in their lives and tell them, like, look, you shouldn't be having no kids. Show them what their life will be like, because it's a constant struggle. Let me see. Good morning, you guys. I'm making a smoothie. I'm just saying broke people do not deserve to have relationships over and over again. Hopefully some young person will take heed to it. Because I notice most of these relationships, like, what is the goal here? Most people who are messing with somebody, they're just like either there to hook up with you, have sex. They're not building for the future. They're not talking about the future. They have no commitment to anything or anyone, but they're there for the moment. Someone used to say, live for the moment. Hell no, I'm not living for the moment. I want to know what the future's going to look like. So, a lot of young people don't think about the future, and it's sad. They're partying, and then they got like 5 kids. And these kids have no home, no roof over their head. Probably have a little bit of clothes. How are you going to create a future for these kids if you're like in struggle mode? So that's my message for the day. Broke people do not deserve that relationship. If you cannot afford to take a woman on a date, get off the dating sites. My God. Women, be smarter too. Why are these fools on the dating sites for like 10, 20 years? And most of them have talked to everybody on those dating sites. You talk to one of your girlfriends, they done talk to them too. It's embarrassing. These dudes are just on there to like, I don't know, like to boost their self-esteem or something, make it seem like they get all these women, but they have nothing to offer these women at all. A lot of these men are stingy and cheap. You go with them somewhere to eat and they act like you're supposed to pay for your part. They shouldn't be embarrassed to even try to get at women. Like, and the women with no cars, what are you doing going on a date? Get your life together. Get at least a car. Damn. It's sad though. A lot of women have to pay their own bills too because these men, they don't really keep like jobs or anything. I've seen so many men, they're like going from one job to another. There's no security with them. Or if they do have a steady job, who are they helping? Like, are they going to help the woman or are they so selfish? They're out there buying themselves some damn rims. That is embarrassing. Grown man, all they care about is some rims and a stereo system. Like, fucking 50 years old, gray hair, and they caring about some damn rims. They ain't got their own house, nothing. Priorities are just all the way jacked up. Good morning, you guys. I'm just on here ranting about broke people do not deserve to be in relationships. So hopefully this message will get to some of the young people. Hopefully it'll wake up some of these older women and older men too. Do your homework, you guys. Do not get caught up in people who have nothing to offer. They have no plans for the future. Because basically they're a waste of your time. And although we think we're going to live to be, 80 years old, there's no guarantee. I've seen people die at 19 years old. So time in your life is very precious. Don't waste time with people who have no plans for the future. Or people who spend like their money on drinks and drugs and stuff that destroys your life. Or or is a waste of money. Yay, my smoothie is done. But yes, it's almost the end of the year. Hopefully, you guys are not wasting time with people who are not talking about anything. Like these broke people are on the phone, wasting people's time. And the man can't help pay bills or anything. Like, why do you want to talk to him? The time that you're wasting on that phone call, you could be making your own damn money. So I wouldn't even give these fools like 5 minutes of your time. If they're not bringing anything at all to your life, your livelihood, they're a waste of time. You could be using that time and energy to create your own future and your own wealth. But there's the message for the day. Broke people do not deserve to be in relationships.